Hello everyone, welcome back to Greyhack. Today I'm going to be trying to find evidence of a crime. I'm going to be using Viper and probably Unity today. Write that down really quick so I don't forget. It's Viper and Unity. And maybe Rect. So we'll find out here, but let's start off with unmapping this IP and exploit scanning one of the ports. Let's do port 80. Start off with exploit scanning that, see what we got. Hopefully we at least have a guest shell. Which we do, and we also have 2 root shells, which is Epic and the user shell. Okay. So now I'm going to look up the kernel router, which is 461. And we have the right one. Okay, so by the source for this, router save, close, and then we'll use 5. And then we'll open shell. And I'll come over here to home, fishy. Did I save the router? I did. Okay. So I don't need you to do this. I need you to print home. And then folders, get folders file. Okay, and then I'll type in for folder in folders print folder dot and 4. And then I will hash out the rest of these. Oops. We don't need it to do any of this. And then I'll save you and play you to home, fishy, router, save. And now I'll open up File Explorer for you. Drop you in here, along with meta and crypto. And then I will try and run you right now. Oh, router IP. Enter LAN. And folders is unknown in this context. Okay. Folders, which line? 32? For folder in folders. Play. Home. Save. And let's try that again. Oops. Router IP. Enter LAN. There we go. Now we got some names. Okay. So I'm going to copy one of these names and grab, oops, nope, wait, I wanted their home, Ozino config, mail.text. I'm going to run Viper up here so I can crack the password. Crack it. Then we'll take the end part of this email address, copy it, and throw it on the end of this one. And then we'll copy this email address, and we will sign into it. Or I guess cut it. That works too. Password Samuel. All right. So now we can log into a different account. No. Oops. Copy you. And you. Now we're going to create a new email to you with funny game. Let me find my IP really quick. Port 1222. Send, just ran, hope it's gory. Now we can run our R shell interface and connect to that computer and file explore that. And is this what we're looking for? Hey, man, I managed to get into one of NeuroBox networks. Stop doing those things, you're going to get in serious trouble. All right, so that is what we are looking for. So, home. Home. Fishy. Chat log. That was an easy job. Close. So we're going to reply and attach chat log 477. Still haven't completed. Okay. So maybe it's a delta. Nope. So it wasn't that, but your desktop, nothing. Okay, I'm assuming that it's on a delta. So we're going to need to etc password, grab root, crack it. Then we're going to sudo ourselves into root. Baines. And now I'm going to file explore again in roots, but we're going to go to home, delta. There we go. Found it. Nice. All right, so we'll apply to this and throw image 0049 on there and delete chat log. No, I did not want to attach chat log. I want to attach image. Customer has been satisfied with the job. There has been income to your account. Yay, we did it. All right. So let's do another job really quick. Another one. So that's one way to R shell yourself into a computer. That will work with almost every job. As long as you can find that exploit, which is this one specifically. Doesn't need to be non-root user, it can be guest as well. But you want one that has no requirements on the bottom. So let's go ahead and find another job. I want to show you guys Unity really quick. Unity is fairly useful too. Unity. Clear screen, -I. Here we go. And now I'm just going to do an easy one. Let's do a get remote file. That'll be easy. Okay, so we're going to port scan the IP address. That'll give us some ports. Now from here, we're going to select the network and our device. Okay, don't believe it matters which one we choose. Nope. So we have two types here, router and device. So I'll go with 2. And now we're going to rlib it. Choose a port. I'll just choose the top one. And we need to select that library, and then we're going to map it. And what this will do is bring up some target objects, kind of like Viper does. And we can figure out from there what to do. Looks like we got a couple things. Looks like we got user something. Nice. Okay. Damn, there's a lot of objects in there. Hey, look at that. We got a root shell. Haha. That's convenient. Okay. So I'm going to select that object, 5, and then we're going to fexplore our current target. And then from here, we're going to go to home. So cd home. Grab a name, and then go to their config. And crack mail.txt. And then we can copy this name. Wait, no, we need to sign into a different account, which will be this one. Copy. And then we can compose a new email to delete you. Oops. Grab you. Nope. We're going to do that in a second after we copy the name. Okay. Copy. Paste. Subject. Funny game. My new favorite friend. Connect to that. Grab our IP from up here. And paste that in there along with our R shell ports. It sends and start up our R shell interface. And there we go. Now we can close this, go to File Explorer, grab what we need, and complete the job. So that's Unity. Unity's fairly useful. Oops. Apply, attach, deep build.dep. Show you guys a little bit more about Unity. Let's do an academic changes or a police record. Actually, that'll be easier. I'm going to exit to clear the buffer and start Unity back up. Clear screen. And we're going to start off with a port scan again. And two of them are closed, but they're all on the same LAN, so that's perfect. So we'll not exploit scan. We'll select our network and then our device. And then we're going to remote lib ports 25. And we're going to select that library and then map it. And I'll show you guys what to do from here if we don't get a root shell or anything like that, which we probably won't. Hopefully we get something though. Oh, we did. Sweet. Password must be fixed. Yes, no. Password root. Okay. So we got a bunch of guest shells. A user file. What are we trying to do again? Police record? Okay. So let's select our object. We have user files and guest shells. So let's go ahead and use a guest shell. And then from here, we're going to jump into that shell from Unity. So we'll hit jump. That'll copy us over. And now what we can do from here is we can exploit the libs from within their system. So we can select our network and our device again. And then we're going to local lib this time. So this time you're going to type in llib instead of rlib. And then we're going to select a library. And these will pop up and we can exploit these. So I'm going to start with init.so. And then go net at client and kernel module. And go ahead and map that. And let's see what we got. Yes, no, password user. So you don't need to do this, but I do it every time a can't change password comes up, if I remember. So we type in, can you fix this as yes, this is an input issue. Type in no. Type a return if known, or no, it's the password, so we're going to type in P. And we know it's a user, so we'll type in U. And do the same thing here. Yes, no, password, user. And what did we get? Whoops. Yes, no, password, user. We got a user shell. Perfect. So now we can select that object, 4, and start up a terminal. Start terminal. It will warn you that you're about to exit Unity. That's okay. Just exit, and then it will pop us into their shell. And we can go into the police record and look for Selby Canine. Oops. Wants to add the charge of hacking to the year 1992. Damn, you have quite the record there, buddy. Got caught for hacking twice, and expeditionism, and tax evasion. Damn, buddy, you're on a roll. All right, so that's Unity. Unity's a little more complicated to use than Viper. A little. Not really, actually, now that I think about it. Because with Viper, you got to make these. Wait, I have a theme.config. What does that mean? What's a map.config? Oh, probably shouldn't be showing you guys that, but whatever. Theme? Interesting. No. Anyways, like I was saying with Viper, you got to make these macros. I made one to jump and to put meta exploits and a jump file into guest. So that's what that looks like. And in order to do that, you can just @jump. If you don't make this macro, you gotta type everything out in here one at a time and let it do its thing, which is fine. It's just a lot of typing. Maybe I should show you that really quick. Now, I have a video on it on my channel. So if you guys want to see basic uses and how to install Viper, go ahead and look at that. Yeah, that's Unity. Completed a police job. And yeah, so there's that. I hope this video was useful to somebody. If you have any questions, go ahead and leave them in the comments below. Any suggestions or recommendations, whatever, go ahead and leave those in the comments too. And as always, have a wonderful day.